What's up, YouTube? It's Challula's Comics, and I'm here bringing you my Northern California comic book haul. So as you may or may not have already seen by Undisputed Frost's latest video, he did a video that he called Comic Book Haul Cali Style, and I'm here to show off what we got. As he mentioned, we had a fun time. We all got to hook up. It was myself, it was the Undisputed One, aka Undisputed Frost, aka the Big Old Dummy, aka I ran out of AKAs, but it was me, him, fellow friend and YouTuber Evan, as well as AG Surfer and a couple other folks not on YouTube. But we all got together and we went out to a local con here in Northern California. Picked up some good books along the way. There were some vendors that had stuff at reasonable prices, and we had a good laugh at some other vendors who were there and had books at not so reasonable prices. But had some fun, got to see some good books, went out to lunch, and then kept hunting after that. Went to a couple of shops. So I'm here to show off what I got. Actually, we got there really early before the con even opened, and we hit up a thrift shop, or actually I guess an antique shop. And this is the first time that I've ever been able to do this. I got some books at an antique shop that I've never been able to do that. So it's pretty cool, and they were all only $1. So I got Weapon X number 77. Marvel Comics presents Weapon X number 77. As you guys know or may not know, the series actually starts at issue 72. Here's 78. These are all great covers done by Barry Windsor Smith. Here is number 80. Here is 82. I believe it's 12 issue run, 8 issue run, I forget. 83. Here's 84. And the reason I'm stopping to show this one in a little bit more, in a little more detail, is this one's actually a wraparound cover. So we got Wolvie on this side. I wonder if I can see what I can show off over here. This is the back side of the cover. I'll try to open it up in the middle here so I can get a good view of it. Give you guys a good view of it. So this is definitely a cover that, you know me, with anything with a wraparound or, back cover art, I like to get stuff slabbed. I love to do that so that way I can display both sides of my book. Because when you got stuff in a bag and board, it's great because you have it protected. But if you got a wraparound cover or back cover art, that back cover is always going to be covered, so you can't display it. So it'd be awesome to get that one graded someday. Also picked up a copy of Marvel Comics Presents issue 98. So we're already done with the Weapon X series. And in that same thrift shop, I picked up Web of Spider-Man number 100. One of those gimmicky chromium covers, but it's actually a pretty cool cover. It's the first appearance of the Spider Armor, and this is a cover that's done by Alex Suviak. Really cool artist, really nice guy. I got to meet him last year at San Francisco Comic Con, where I got this exact issue signed by him for one of my buddies. And ever since I saw how nice it came out, I was kind of jealous. So I'm glad to have found a copy for myself, and I'll probably get a signature from him this year if he's there. So I look forward to seeing him. Just wanted to mention on this Weapon X series, I was glad to pick them up. I do have a lot of the Marvel Comics Presents. 98 was a great find because it's one of the few in the series that I didn't have already. So it was good to pick that one up. The Weapon X, luckily I do have a complete set, and I even have some doubles, but for $1, I just am never going to pass these up. And they were in pretty fair shape. They're in pretty decent condition. So if you ever see these out there, this is probably a series that I think, I mean, the guys that like Wolverine, even guys that know of the series know that it's a great series to pick up. But if you didn't know, now you know. pick it up if you see it out in the wild, especially for a good price like that. I think one of the vendors had the entire set. The money issue, I believe, is number 72. There was some vendor who had the entire set for like $50 or something outrageous, and I was like, no way. So I wouldn't pick it up for that price, but you find them in the wild for $1, $2 here and there. That's pretty fair. That's decent. Next, I ended up getting all this set a little bit cheaper. I wish I would have had the time to put these in my lights, or at least change the bags, but they are what they are. This Incredible Hulk number 187, number 205, number 221. Let's see if I can change this. Get that glare out of there. And number 232. So I think altogether those totaled up $15. I talked the vendor down. He was actually one of the more expensive vendors, but I was looking to fill some holes in my Incredible Hulk run. I picked up the entire set for $10. He took it, so I was like, cool, that's fine. If he would have stuck to his guns at 15, I probably would have walked away. But the books are in okay shape, and for $10, it's not a bad price. Let's see what I got next. Take these down. Next, oh yeah, I found this vendor. All of his stuff was half price, so I just picked these 2 books up from him. Grayson number 17. It's a Neal Adams variant. Definitely great because I get to fill that hole. I've been trying to collect. As far as DC New 52 is concerned, I have a lot of the variant stuff that they did for those, for those DC New 52s. This is a Flash number 38, and that's a 75th anniversary variant version of the Flash. Iconic cover swipe, and then Neal Adams, he's cover swiping himself. So they're both collections that I've looked for quite a while to try to complete. And for $2 a book, I paid $4 total for both books. Not bad. I'll take that all day. Let's see what I got next. So I think I kind of broke up these books. I'm going to show you here by the vendor. Real quick, I should add, if you guys see my new background there, I put up a bunch of my slabs for strong Marvel female characters, and you'll see why at the very end, because I have a pretty big set of books that I picked up from this next vendor. Everything she sold was 50 cents. So I picked up the New Mutants, actually, and it's crossed out. It says New Hellions, number 39. I believe that's an Arthur Adams cover. Avengers 64-page Spectacular, number 300. X Factor, number 10. And actually, you know what? I got to give big props to Evan. He picked that book up, and then we were getting ready to leave. He was like, I don't even want this book. Do you want it? And I was like, dude, are you serious? Are you sure? This is the 25th anniversary special with that border there. I have a few of them. I don't have them all. Definitely a set that I would like to get completed someday. And he knew that I'm kind of working on it, not full throttle, but I'm working on them here and there when I can get them. He was like, here, man, it's yours. I was like, dude, that's freaking awesome. Thank you so much. So that was pretty cool. Oh, you know what? I thought I had these broken up by vendors. These 2 books I got for half price. $2.50 for that one. That's Lobo Paramilitary Christmas Special and Lobo Blazing Chain of Love. I got this one for $2. They were in pretty good shape, so picked them up. I like Lobo, the main man. Evan found me this one. Kid and Play number 3. Actually, I heard about this series quite a while ago. I didn't even know that was a series, but I used to love all the house party movies. So when I heard that Marvel had come up with a set or a series of Kid and Play books, I want to say it's like a 12 or 13 issue run. I was like, man, if I ever come across these in the wild, I'm gonna get them. It's beat up, but for 50 cents, I don't even care. I'll take it. Picked up a few classic X-Men issues. Number 4. It's a great Storm cover. They're fighting the Brood. Number 5. Cyclops versus Havoc with Wolverine, Colossus, and Nightcrawler in the background. Number 16. Great Vindicator cover. Those are all Arthur Adams covers. Picked up X-Men number 36, The Phalanx Covenant. X-Men 37, The Phalanx Covenant. And both of these books have varying editions. This one's a chromium stripe there. This one's just a standard red stripe. And I believe each version, so 37 has a red stripe version, and 36 should also have a chrome version. All right. Now here, these next books that I'm going to show are the entire reason why my background is what it is now. So I got my strong female leads from Marvel, and that's because it's all leading up to the strongest female lead in Marvel. I was really pumped to have found these books all for an awesome price from that same vendor, selling them for 50 cents a book. Savage She-Hulk number 2, number 7, number 10, number 11. What? Number 11? Number 12? What? Another number 12? Number 16? Number 17? Another number 17? Number 18? Number 18? Number 19? Another number 19? Almost got a full run with almost 2 full runs over here. Number 20? Another number 20? As DJ Khaled says, another one. Number 20? Number 21? Number 22? Another number 22. Let me fix that. Let me see if I can fix it. Whatever. It is what it is. I'll take them down in a minute. Number 24. Number 24. And number 24. And again, another props to Evan for finding these for me. I found a vendor who was selling them at half price, and I believe I bought 4 books off of him. They were all varying prices, and I walked away with 4 books for $10. And 4 of those issues were some of the books that I just showed now. The rest of this entire She-Hulk, Savage She-Hulk lot, I pulled out of that vendor's box that was selling them for 50 cents a piece. So I wish I would have stopped at her first. I wish I would have listened to Evan. Like he told me, he said, go over there, go see what she's got. But it's just there was a ton of people there. I couldn't make my way through the crowd. And I was like, man, I don't want to mess with her. So I kept looking around. And I did go to her for a little while. I could only find Sensational She-Hulk. And while I am collecting that, I wasn't interested in picking them up that day. I was really looking for these Savage She-Hulks that day. That's what I was focused on. And like I said, I found a vendor and he was selling them for half price. So either way, that it's still not a bad price. But then to go run back to her and see that she had a bunch of boxes filled with all of these books here that I picked up for 50 cents a piece, man, that's winning all day. So I'll take that. I was pumped off that. So again, yes, Evan, you are correct. I do need to listen to you. Thanks, man. Good looking out. And that will pretty much do it for my haul. Oh, no. My bad. Hold on. All right. Then, so after we finished at that con, we all went and had lunch. And after that, Evan took us out to the spot that he calls the dustiest comic book shop in the entire world. And what they do is they specialize in selling sets. And I came across X-Men Deadly Genesis, the entire set 1 through 6. the owner's, well, it was the owner's son that was there that day. He wanted $15, $15 for the set. It was nice guy, and he was willing to negotiate. These, by the way, are all Mark Silvestri covers. Looks like Mark Silvestri, and I believe that's Weems and Silvestri. And obviously that one's a. Let me bring this one up because you guys know I love me my cover swipes, and you guys know this is a cover swipe of Giant Size X-Men #1, first appearance of Colossus and Nightcrawler and Storm and all those guys. So the new X-Men team. So yeah, like I was saying, he wanted $15 for it, but I offered him 10, and after a little provocation, he finally took it. So I was pumped. I was really happy to pick this series up, which showcases the third Summers brother. And here is issue number 6. And that is all for what I would call my haul. Books that I picked up, books that I bought, and actually I did throw in obviously one gift from Evan, but the gifts don't end there. I got to give a huge shout out to the undisputed one, Frosty. Good looking out. He brought this all the way down from his personal collection from Oregon. Ultimate Fallout #4, first appearance of Miles Morales. Not only first appearance, but it is a first printing. It is still in the original poly bag inside of that bag and board. And I'm just beyond thankful to have this in my collection, and beyond thankful that he brought this down and gave it to me. He let me have it. Funny thing is, a few months ago, he and I were talking on the chat, and I said, "Yo, you got that book?" He was like, "Yeah," and we negotiated a price point for it. But when he came down, he was like, "Man, it's yours. Don't even worry about it." And I was like, "No. We talked about this. I'm paying you for this book." And he was like, "No, you're not. You hook me up, I gotta hook you up too." And I was like, "Dude, like, come on." But you know what I mean? That's just the kind of dude he is. If you're the homie and we're looking out for each other, we got each other's backs, and that's what it was. And he shot it to me on the strength of being the homie. So appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. Thank you. Super pumped to have this because, as a lot of you guys know, this Miles Morales character is one of my favorites. Really cool character, one that I really love to follow. So anyways, with that being said, you guys, that is the end of this haul. That's the end of our little road trip, our adventure. Had a ton of fun with those guys, meeting up with those fellow YouTubers over here on the West Coast. About to give those New York Warriors a run for their money. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, it had a fun time. Picked up some good books. And until next time, you already know who it is. It's Cholula's Comics. Keep stacking hella comics.